feed. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right. Library. Oh, okay.
Yep. There you
For
go.
life?
Yep.
Call all y'all about shalom.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Chakodash. We like to give double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Lord's will, this will be edifying to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rachakodash. Okay, and I'm the brother Gabar War, and I got the brother with me.
Kranzal Shalom.
And, through the Spirit, which the Wadi Abashim Shai for giving us the inspiration. And as a title for this lesson, Brutish Ways in the Last Days. So for Wada, Yahweh Bashim Shai for putting on our spirit, for allowing us to be together and do this lesson. And Lord's will is going to be edifying, And we're actually going to start with that, right? You want to go into that account?
Yep.
These are the words of Yahweh Shai. Okay, we'll mute this. Those are words literally of Yahweh Shai and what he said. And we're witnessing it, okay? We're witnessing the brutish ways of our people. We're witnessing the brutish mindset, that the norm that people have on them. And this was all prophesized, because after that, we're going to have to get Isaiah,
All right.
But if you want, you can start right with that, brother.
It's St. Matthew 24 and verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right. It says, as the days of Noah were. Now, let's got to get Genesis 6. And you could really just read 1 to 4 just to get the point, the evil continually.
Okay. Yep.
So you have to understand the days that we are in, okay, is the same mindset that the people have today, all right, they had back then, because we were the sons of God, all right? Elder Yashwamba did a very edifying lesson. But Noah was a son of God, you see? So the sons of God were us. That's what you have today. You have the sons of God, and then you have the Israelites of God, which it says that in the Gospels. So we are the Israel of God, while the rest of our people that are Israelites, they're not acting like the Israelites of God. What they're acting like are just sons of God. They have power, all right, because they're a chosen nation, but they're not guided in the right spirit or the right mindset, which leaves them what? Savage, brutish, black. Okay? So read that real quick.
This is the book of Genesis 6 and verse 1. And it came to pass, when many began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them.
Mind you, this is the days of Noah.
That the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not also strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
So they were so wicked that the Most High had to put a time limit on the people, just like now, because when we get in our kingdom, life and rulership will be eternal.
That's
because
right.
The creation of man, the creation of the chosen nation, the Israelite nation, wasn't to be a couple 100 days or 100 years. We're supposed to be eternal, because the Most High is a God of the living, not of the dead.
That's right.
You see, but because the wickedness was so high, the Most High actually had to put a time limit. Like, all right, this is how long you can live, because the whole time that you're in the flesh, you're going to be wicked. So we can't have wickedness just ruling forever. That's why it says, let me get that in Job. That's why it says the triumphing of the wicked is short, because they're being wicked. They're being wicked as all hell, man. And we're seeing that spirit right now, sleeping around, what you call, multiple partners, all right, adultery, okay, things of that nature, being very brutish, popping this woman, all right, getting this man's woman. There was no order, okay? They were in a brute-like state, just like now. There's no order. Like today, another nigga on the hit list, side nigga, a side chick, all these different avenues to allow the flesh to empower your thoughts. This is why they're in a brute state of mind, because people, all right, are walking around with a heavy sex flesh demon, all right, incontinent. They're uncontrollable. Go to work and then get popped in the parking lot. This is a real thing, okay? Shit like this is really happening today, right now. And this is the mindset people have, and especially Jake. Jake has a very vile, disgusting, flesh-like mindset, and he just goes wherever his flesh takes him. Like that movie, if you watch it, Venom. Watch the new movie Venom. What they showed you in that movie, all right, was how a man battles his flesh constantly. What did Venom kept telling him? I need to feed.
Right.
Give me head. I need to feed. Man, you can't want to eat heads and shit. I need to feed. I'm hungry. That's your flesh. So we're finding out in the last days that the main avenue that people go off in is because of the flesh. You know. But let me read this point real quick before we divert mainly into that. This is Job 20:4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short? Even Jake is referred to as being wicked. So Jake was being wicked back then in the days of Noah. And that's why Yahushua said, as the days of Noah, it'll be my turn. Because what they were doing was so wicked, the Most High had to bring the first death. So if it's the days of Noah again, he's going to have to bring a second death.
Right.
You see? And just like the small remnant with Noah, is a small remnant now being the elect. Okay? And it says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So there you go. So they were allowed to rule but for a moment. And on top of that, the Most High gave them a moment in life. What did it say, 120?
Yep.
So he gave them a moment in life to live. So we have a moment right now in this flesh, okay? We understand prophecy, all right? We understand that the kingdom is coming, okay? But some of us may not taste death, but we don't know that for certain if we're going to be a part of those that don't taste death. So you've been given a moment in life to serve Yahweh Shem Shai while being in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, okay? Can you get that Philippians real quick, 2:14? Well, you got a few?
No,
if you got a few, I can grab it. But we just real quick, because I don't want to quote too many without pulling them, because that one always stands out to me.
Check Philippians 2:14.
I think so, yeah. It should be 2, but it talks about 15.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
This is the book of Philippians 2.
You started 13, but
And,
boy shot.
in verse 13. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure.
Right, we're here in this short period of time since man was placed upon earth, right? A moment.
Right.
All right, we are working our own salvation, hoping that we will reign forever with Yahweh Shem Shai, which that will come for all Israel. But we want to be a part of the first fruit of that. You see, the first cluster pulled up.
Right.
So we're working out our own salvation and doing what's pleasing to the Most High. In these last days, don't give power over the flesh more than the spirit. Now, because the creature was subject to vanity, we have to be in this flesh. You know, hey, we were Gentiles once. Mm-hmm. You see brothers with tattoos, I myself. So we all been down a wicked path, but now we've been awoken. So what do we do in this period of time that we've been woken? No more according to the flesh.
That's right.
Which I gotta grab. Keep going.
Verse 14, it says, do all things without murmurings and disputings.
Right, you got a problem, you handle it decency and in order. Keep going.
Verse 15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High without...
Sons of God.
Right, yep.
See, read it verbatim, brother. Baba Kashan.
I got you, yep. Philippians 2:15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God.
Right, the real sons of God. Because when the sons of God first were on the scene, all right, that was us. But the first were on the scene, they were being wicked. Okay? They were being wicked. So the Most High had, all right, I'm doing it. Which makes sense why the Most High told Moses, he said, "I'll raise up these rocks." Remember, he was about to do away with Jake. Because he did away with Jake before. You know? Just like he's about to do away with Jake. All these people, your Kobe's, your Bronze, 50, all these idols, all these great so-called black women, which all Eve is just a voodoo doll for Esau to summon the Queen of Heaven spirit. Mm-hmm. But my point is, all the Beyoncés, these prolific people that have been, that our own people give out, he's going to do away with them. He's going to wash the Mike Tysons and Jordans and Princes and Michael Jacksons, all the greatest, all the greats, all who you found is great. He washed them away before. Keep going.
Right. Verse 15, it says, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation.
Yeah, and our people are the crooked and perverse. Now, Esau's already set up as the vessel of dishonor, but even our own people are perverse and crooked, man, and wicked. all right? Complete adulterers, demons, all right? Going around popping this woman, this next woman, then popping other men's woman, and then ain't trying to go home and take care of the life that they made with that woman, all right? That shit's off, bro. But that's the spirit Jake comes in. The party, 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 get wasted. Sleep with whatever, do with whatever, who with whatever, when and whenever. That's the spirit Jake's coming in, man. You know?
Brute beast.
Brute, we gonna get it. We gonna the spirit's building up a foundation. We gonna get it, man. This is all brutish ways, you know?
And it goes on to say, the midst of a crooked and perverse nation,
Yep.
among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
Ooh, hey, the other day, man, I was in Babylon, you know, at work or whatever, and this Jake was, hey, man, this is a direct quote, bro. Okay, this Jake said there was another woman working, and she had a man, and he said, my goal for tonight is to pop her. And I said, bro, because, you know, we don't meddle,
Right,
but at the same time, you know, we bring guidance. I said, bro, she got a man. And you know what he said? Oh, man, I hate you right now. So he was mad that I corrected him for, I didn't correct him like, pull up, do the right, man.
Right.
Nah, it's men to men, like we say. I said, bro, she got a man, bro, chill out. And just kept doing what I got to do. And he said, oh, man, I hate you right now. He laughed about it, but he's like, man, I hate you right now.
Demon on him.
They hate the light,
Yep.
okay? Men love darkness rather than light.
Right.
You see? That's what it's talking about. Let your light shine before men. We are our light bearers, okay? That's me. I'm walking around with my garment on, and no, man, we carried it in the spirit, okay? We had the laws written in us before we had fringes on, okay? That's why Noah rest. You see, Noah was righteous because out of all the sons of God, he had the mindset to fear the Most High still, because they knew about Yahweh Shemel Shai. Remember, the men began to call on the name. You see, Noah was in the right spirit. So even in the midst of the crooked people, Noah carried himself rightly, being tempted. You know, Satan might have messed with his mind. Not might have, he did. You seen what happened with Job? Hast thou not considered my servant Job? What's a servant? A worker. We're putting in work in the spirit, not to boast. But this is our job in the spirit. So you don't think he got temptations? We go through temptations, but the point is to be the light, man. The point is don't fall in with the rest of them. It's easy to go out here and be a demon. It's easy to be there with the rest of them. That's all a lot of our people are just followers. That's why they're called sheep. Because they need a shepherd. All they'll do is follow, you know. You'll actually have our women be born and not want to be a hoe, and then be influenced to become the biggest hoe.
Yep.
Or Jake, I seen a video, the star high school player. Now he's one of the most dangerous gang members, killing people, 3 bodies. He was out shooting threes. Now he's shooting guns, because that's the life that you'll get. But let's keep going on our initial points. You finish the crooked perverse nation. Yep. And then I got Pete real quick. This is 1 Peter's going about the flesh. 1 Peter's 4 and 1 Peter's 4 and 2, it says that he no longer should I gotta start at 1. This 1 Peter's 4 and 1, it says, for as much then as a Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, because you'll suffer, because your flesh wants to do that. Going back to that Venom movie, I need a feed. And he kept bugging him, he kept messing with him. If any of you brothers watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. He kept messing with him. You know, he needed to eat, he needed to do this, and he kept arguing with him. People thought he was crazy because he was talking to a demon, man. That's why when you see people walking down the street, they're yelling at somebody, they'll be looking around like they're literally talking to someone, you see? So you got to understand, this is a spiritual battle. So when people are given over to the flesh, when a woman finds pleasure of getting drunk at a bar and shaking her ass on top of the bar, she's a complete demon. And then when the man's sitting there spending his rent money, throwing it at her, he's a demon. Straight up.
Bro.
When you go out to the club, that you're going to an isolated room with lights and music to be a demon. What you think gonna happen when you're in there? There's a spirit that overtakes you, man. And they show you that movie Bedazzled. When he went to the bar, okay, the night of it, it would look popping. He went there in the daytime and they were all dead. See, Esau knows what he's doing, but he puts it in a movie and he calls it comedy. All right, kamomida, if I'm not mistaken. My language abilities isn't too well, but it's like a Latin word for food for thought. Okay? El Apostle Gabar is always going into it. So you got to understand, Esau knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah.
They have a term, sex sells. Now what are they selling you? You know, they're selling you vanity. They'll give you all this flesh just to get another demon to the pack. You know? And it says, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. So we might not be the most fittest, handsomest, smelling the bestest. You know, if you all these all these accolades for the flesh.
So what?
And you know why? Because the Lord made it that way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Even in the world, man, hey man, people ain't hey, women ain't like me when I wore glasses. I did a test, bro. When I was in the world, I was in college, I did a test. I went out and I didn't have my glasses on. Yeah, everybody loved me. I wore my glasses. It was crickets. It show you how shallow people are.
Yeah.
See, these people are shallow, man. Now women got to get a BB. I just found out what a BBL is. I didn't even know what it was. I knew they got surgery, but I didn't know the term.
Right.
You know, they're getting all these modifications to their body so that a stranger can lust after them. You see, this is the this is the brute nature that people are walking in. After we get Genesis, when we go back into Genesis, you have to get the brute beast.
All right, I got a precept after that.
Okay, we have to get that. It says, 2, that he no longer shall live the rest of his time in the flesh, moment of time, right? In the flesh, to the lusts of men, but to the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So the time that we have left in this flesh after being woken up, we are not to be giving it over to the flesh again. When we are Gentiles, we were able to be just sons of God. You know, we were able to be in the flesh. But now learning this truth, we have to follow after our forefather Noah. Okay, because you have to understand, Noah is our forefather because Noah had Shem, and we come. The specific nation of Israel comes from Shem, Shemites. You see, but Shem's father was Noah, and Lamech, and so on, all the way back through Seth, then Adam. So that's our lineage. So we don't have to just go back to Jacob. We go all the way back to Adam. That's why it says in Esdras, for we all come of Adam, but also those who he has chosen. So we've always been chosen. You see? Just like Cain and Abel. Who was chosen? Abel. You know? Keep going, Baba Kashaw.
Yep. Back to Genesis 6 and verse, I'll start at 3 again. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is a flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
Right, and I see why the Lord put a time limit on niggas, man. You have to put a time limit on these niggas and females. And I hate using that word, but what else can I call them?
Right.
You know, what else can you call our people nowadays? You know, they have a childlike mindset. They're immature. Okay, it's very immature to go out and no understanding to desire to get with another man's woman. It's bad enough that the women we deal with aren't virgins, so there's already a spiritual separation.
Yep.
Okay, Esau's proven it. Every man that a woman has been with, his seed goes in her. Whether or not she's pregnant, all the way up into her mind. Okay, I'm witnessing it. You deal with women that have had multiple men. She's over here yelling at the Cowboys game, let's go. Because that's the man she used to get popped by. So his spirit's still up in there. Oh. And then you over here like, past the ranch. Like, nah, man. That's not okay.
That's not right. But
Jake's okay with that. They come up with songs. Oh, you got Nelly Dilemma. You listen to the song Dilemma by Nelly, then he's in a dilemma because a woman who's in a relationship with a man and a child on his street that he just moved to, she's got a nice ass, so he wants to hit it. If you read the lyrics of the song, you're like, yo, in the world, I used to love that song, Me and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit no more, man. You know?
Then you got TLC Creep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was back in the world. It's about them cheating, creeping around.
Even Ed Sheeran, little wicked ass. I don't like those songs. And what's crazy, it sounds good, but the vibration that comes with it is terrible, man. But this is the norm. This is the norm that they give you here. Mm-hmm. You know? Keep going.
Verse 4. It says, there were giants in the earth.
Right, which the word giant just means Nephilim, fallen one. We're the fallen ones. That's all. That's why it says ye are gods, but you should die like men. That's all it means. Simple. Right. Okay? Mike Tyson, He's a giant of boxing. Okay, LeBron is a giant. Okay, now did men have were men taller? Yes, but not what you're. See, that's another thing too. With westernized mindsets makes you Alice in the Wonderland and shit. You know, you're using what you've learned and then you try to put it in here. Right. That's why you got to come as a new creature. You know, but we don't need to stick on that. Keep going.
And it goes on to say, and also after that, when the sons of the Most High came in unto the daughters of men,
yeah,
and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown.
That's right, because what? Like, look at that's why it says in Revelations 9, some of the men didn't die because they had the seal of God. Well, why is that? Because the elect's forefathers were around. So a lot of our parents or our dad, our father's father, you know, they were great men. And then they had mighty men, and then they had us. Yep. You see, I mean, that's all it's going into. You see, so you might have had a grandfather who was in the military, right, you know, and then his father was like this dope boxer, and then you come out from this lineage, and you just read the Bible. But see, the mighty men. But keep going.
Right. Verse 5: And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
Bro, you could pull up World Star. Go on Instagram.
Oh man.
Go on Facebook. Go on TikTok. Go on Clubhouse.
Go outside.
Go outside. Go outside, bro. Just listen. Go out on a Friday night. Go out on turn up on a Tuesday. Remember the Drake and them?
Yeah.
You know, you go and see this shit. It's great out here. That's why it says the Jacob's trouble is gonna be great. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, keep going.
And it says, the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
So all they're gonna have in their mind is to be evil, wicked. My goal tonight is to pop her. I gotta get this bag, right? Just another nigga on the hit list. You just had this black woman hire a hitman and shoot her ex-boyfriend's new woman because she said she stole her. The jealousy of a woman, man. That's disgusting. That's a brute beast. Now, did you finish that? Can you get that?
In Peter?
Yep.
2 Peter 2 and verse 12. And it says, but these as natural brute beasts.
So they're naturally set up to be a brute beast. The majority of our people, okay, are set up naturally right now to be a brute-like beast, okay? Like dogs have sex behind a dumpster. Mm-hmm. But now you hear World Star and then it says she's getting clapped. Shit is sick, man.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's sick, bro. It's repulsive, okay? I'm repulsed at the state of human existence right now, man. The way these people are, hey, I don't identify as a human. Well, all you get to identify as 11-year-old this and that. I don't identify as a human. How about that? Because to see how humans act and carry themselves in 2022 in the future, might I add, is repulsive, man. They're animals. They're sick. You know? Read that again, please.
2 Peter 2 and verse 12, it says, but these as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
Right, just like a dog, right?
Yep.
You take him out back and put him out of his misery. These people need to be put out of their misery, man. Okay? Because they're just so entombed in the spirit of, as in the days of Noah. That proves the Lord is pouring out spirits out here. So we have to stay guarded up, man. Because these people are easily swayed to be like an animal, you know? Like, that's why they call it a queen bee. She has multiple partners, man. Multiple bees pop her. So it can continue the colony. Yep. That's what women have. Do you know that they got world records of women sleeping with the most men at one time?
Oh, my goodness.
There's world records on this stuff, man. The largest orgies and shit like that. This is vile, man. This is what you think they were doing back during Noah's time? So you got to thank Yahweh Shemashai that you don't have a swingers mindset.
Oh, man.
You know, I'm real not to be lewd, but this is you got to understand a part of the days of Noah, because we got to go back in Matthews. They were marrying. Yep. What's marriage? Sex, man. You know? Then you got like You'll see in times like the kings would let men sleep with their women, like all types of crazy shit, man. And that's now. Esau's into that. I fantasize about you and my wife. Hey, the Lord gonna kill the porn industry, man. That shit is completely wicked. That shit's satanic, bro. That's why it's got 3 X's.
Yeah.
This is the days of Noah, man. This is the spirit that's out here right now. You know? You got something?
I'm going to finish it off.
Yeah.
Back in 2 Peter 2 and verse 12, and it says, natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed.
Yes, bro. Please destroy them. Please, Yahweh Shai, destroy these people, man. You know, you got brothers that got kids, brothers that got women. You know? Say the serpent jumped on Eve.
Yeah.
Satan jumped on Eve. You gotta check your woman's mindset out here, man. You gotta give her the 411. And then half our women been with other men, so she knows how to like other men. It's fucked up out here, bro. It's getting bad out here, bro.
It's getting bad out here.
It's bad out here, man. So you gotta, hey, you brothers, you know, hey, we're all men, but hey, if you deal with a woman, put her ass on game. You don't got no friends out here, man. Don't be friendly to these niggas out here. Cause it's wicked as all hell, man. What the dude say? My goal is to pop her for the night. For the night. And you over here trying to build something. This is what's out here. This is what's out here. Keep going, brother.
And it goes on to say, speak evil of the things that they understand not.
Yeah, they speak evil of the things they understand not. Then you got the flesh demon so high that you got men holding the Bible telling you to get pop your woman on the Sabbath. On the Sabbath. So is it lawful for me to pop my woman in the car? Because it's a holy thing, but it's a Sabbath, so that's okay. That's some brute beast shit, man. That's some animalistic shit, man. Jeez. Keep going.
And it says, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
See, they're going to perish, man. You have a lot of men die by adultery. You have a lot of men die by a jealous, crazy wife. They're going to die of overdoses, fighting at the club, and getting knocked out and never waking up.
Yep.
Now you are fresh to death. Ooh. You see? Because that's what you wanted, man. You wanted the temporal accolades of a temporal kingdom, and look what it got you. The last words you heard was world star, nigga. Excuse my language, man. But that's what needs to happen to them out here. Let's go into that word brutish real quick.
I got you.
You want the blue letter first?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I want to jump into this Bing.
All right. I got it right here.
Oh, you can't even go on the internet. Local mom 2 miles away.
Oh, my God.
I'm fucking tired of it, man. I'm so tired of the tits and ass placed in that. Like, yo, there's times I couldn't even do screen recording videos because you'll see shit on the sides. Like, what the fuck? I'm not even looking this up.
Random shit.
I'm not even looking this up, man. But you got it, bro.
So the meaning of the word brute in the Blue Letter Bible, it says destitute of reason.
Ooh, destitute of having reason, like an animal. Like an animal. What is that, Job 12:6?
About the animal.
Yeah, real quick. Let's feed off that real quick. Hey, camp's not till tomorrow. This is what we do. You know, this is only the sincere, you know, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna see if I snag it, brother. Yeah, I think I got it.
Verse 7.
Okay, I'll read it. You got a few. You got I'll read this. You got Matthew's. That was it on Genesis, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but you had Matthew's and something else too.
James.
Okay, and I got something in 1 Peter 4 still. But let's read this. This is Job 12:7. But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare it unto thee. Like last night, I was watching this nature, and do you know what's a beast? You know what's a beast-like mindset? Fighting over a woman. Do you know animals do that? Do you know I was watching these 2 bunnies? Even bunnies, bro. They was thumping at each other, kicking him to get the woman. Or the bird who can do the loudest.
Yeah.
Lions. You know, a lion will go into another, what do they call it? A pack.
Yeah,
They'll kill the babies and kill the husband just to get that woman to break. And that shit happens in real life.
Yep.
You need fucking women out here. You'll get with a man and he treats your child like shit. But the man who's being a father, you treat him like shit. Mm-hmm. But you'll let another man come in that house, man. And he don't give a shit about that baby. He just want to squeeze your ass for a couple bottles, you know? After a couple bottles and nights of drinking, now he's on to the next household. Silly woman laden with inequity, man. That's what beasts do. That's what animals do, man. An animal will kill another animal's young to pop her. And you got Jake out here doing that shit, man. And you got women out here letting it happen. I remember in the world, bro. In the world, I see, we talk to women,
right.
Single mothers, you know. These mothers, they'll feed you, but won't feed their kids, man. Even in the world, man. That shit's fucked up, you know. Pregnant, well, you got women out here pregnant, getting popped by multiple men. You got pregnant women on dating sites. Fuck out of here, man. This place is beast-like. And I was watching the video last night, I'm like, damn, bro, this some beast shit? This is what animals do. But you got men doing it too. And you proud as all hell. Where we at, bro?
Matthew.
Yeah, let's go back to that. This shit, oh, we were reading Brute.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep reading, man.
Yep. All right. So back in the reason, the meaning of Brute, it says,
hey, this ain't how you supposed to live, man. Our kingdom ain't gonna be running like this. Women doing what they want, men doing what they want. Oh, you got Elam over there hurting those little babies, man.
Bro.
Doing terrible things to these babies and stuff. You're bugging, bro. When our kingdom is set up, they gonna truly be thankful, man. We gonna knock that sex demon out. Ain't gonna be no nymphomaniacs in our kingdom.
Hell no.
You know, that's why you got men that are cross both sides of the street, if you know what I'm talking about. Because they got that demon on them, man. You know?
And also it says, contrary to reason, absurd.
Yeah, absurd. And then when you try to bring wisdom to it, they're mad at you.
And the meaning of the word absurd, it says wildly unreasonable.
Wildly unreasonable, bro. Completely wild and unreasonable. I watched a video of a man catching his woman cheating, and then the dude shot him. He shot him, and the dude was recording the whole thing. And that's another thing. You'll have a heavy spirit where it'll be best friends. Yep. And that's why don't be bringing no men around your women, man. Don't be bringing no men in your house. Don't let in Esau. It's okay if my woman has a guy friend. Hey, your woman got a guy friend. She got a demon on her. Fuck, you need a guy friend for? What you need a guy friend for? And someone asked, I said, no, I ain't gonna have no woman as a friend. I can't have no woman as a friend. It's a natural design. What you think I'm gonna do over time?
Right. Come on, man.
Come on now. Because it also the scriptures say desire not a woman just for her beauty. Mm-hmm. So there could be a woman that may not be physically attractive, but she cool.
Over time. Though.
Over time. And you know what promotes that? Your jobs. You got the little jobs. Mm-hmm. That shit is an adultery cesspool, man. Because it says you'll gain a brother through affliction. So y'all just got this huge line rush. Oh, thanks. Yep. And all he did was, all it takes that little touch. And I was saying, oh, I'm sore right there. And then you at work because you busy. Babylon got you jacked up.
Yep.
And you don't got time to talk to her right now. She's a weaker vessel. Got her ass. That's why in New World Order, it says in the book that divorce. I was driving yesterday, the nigga was like, oh, and today, Walmart's got a meat on for sale. And if you're looking for a divorce, call it. I'm like, what the fuck? You're just throwing divorce out there like it's a buy one, get one. You see what they push here in Babylon?
Sickening, man.
It's extremely sickening, you know? But let me get this. So when you go into the Brutish, it says resembling the character. All right, Lord's will, we're good. Oh, that's Babylon for you though. Because if this was a twerk contest,
right, it should be going.
You know what I'm saying? If it was some stupid nigga with a gun gesture in his hand, everything will be okay. But because we bringing it out in the spirit, the days of Noah, that's an issue, So let's go back into this. Let's jump right back into this right here. All right, so when you go into the word brutish, look, it means wicked, cruel. You know how cruel it is to supplant a woman and break up that household just so you can pop her for the night?
That's evil. You
know how evil that is, bro? They call it a home wrecker.
Oh, man.
They call it a home wrecker. And you know what's crazy? These people out here got a spirit. Oh, a man, here there's a man, let's say a man who's married, right? And he goes on a business trip and he gets a prostitute. Oh my God, how could he do that to you? But she could be getting popped by, the pool boy and flirting with every nigga in her job and wearing. And let's not get on the clothing alone. All this lust too, man. You wearing them tight ass clothes, you're a demon, man. You got your cleavage out, you're a demon. You're a succubus. What you doing with your titties out for? What you doing? What you doing with that out for? What you wearing tight clothes for? What's up with this? Does that make you work better? It says wicked, cruel, look, nasty. Nasty, man. You do some nasty stuff out here. Nasty. Look, ruthless, merciless. Merciless. You got a lot of men that creep up in a household and they do some sick shit to the kids too. Or they're rude to them or mean to them. And then they go upstairs and take the mother. This is what goes on in Babylon. This is the norm right now, man. Oh, look, villainous, murderous. You know how many men have died through adultery? You know how many men have died being in the spirit of the days of Noah? Marrying and giving into marriage, giving over to lust. Look, heinous, monstrous. Oh, menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
That's it.
You got women doing stuff on their cycle, man. On their cycle, bro. Look, base, low. Look. Inhumane. They're an animal. You're inhumane, man.
Primitive shit, man.
Primitive. Look at the beast. Animals do that. An animal will have sex in the middle of the street, but now because it's spring break. You just had Jody's mom from Baby Boy get a train. Oh man, sounding like speaking so plain. She had 2 men take her down on her 50th birthday. When is enough? Like, damn. When are you going to stop?
Damn. The fuck?
Isaiah 6. They ain't going to stop until the Lord stop them.
I got you right here. See Isaiah 6 and verse 9.
Look at this.
Come on back.
Black. One of the synonyms for brute is black.
Niggas.
Black people. So keep calling yourself black, you damn animal.
And that's black culture.
So is Esau wrong for calling you a monkey? You're calling yourself you're acting like an animal. You're acting like one. Just like he says, well, you call yourself a nigga. You do, though. See, I use it in a sense of edification, if you will. But I don't just walk around, yeah, man, I was me and my niggas.
Right. We don't do that.
We don't do that. That's not in our vocabulary. But I can't call Jake a man right now. See, we're talking about 2/3. Right now, we're getting on 2/3. This is the lifestyle of a 2/3. You see? And we're just scratching the surface. Because see, when it comes to them, you got to speak plain. You can't speak parable because you're dealing with an animal. You don't speak a parable to a dog to tell it to sit. You just say sit. So if Jake is sick, we just tell him your ass is sick, bro.
Yeah. See Isaiah 6 and verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy.
Yep.
And
see, that's the problem. They got a fat heart and heavy ears, meaning they're, what'd you say, Brutish, man? Unreasonable,
yeah.
And what was the other one? Destitute.
Yep.
Destitute of reasoning. So you can't reason. You can't reason with a hot girl summer.
Hell no.
You can't reason with a Cardi B. You can't reason with a ASAP Rocky.
Right.
You can't reason with their minions. See, because we can talk about the rappers and the singers, but what about their fans? What about them? The ones that bump that song on their way to work at McDonald's. The ones that are barely scraping change together for a pint to go to the club. Those are the unreasonable ones, man. If they're doing that, you had a chick. She said she spent $700 on her food, $1,300 on her boots to go back to a fucking apartment.
Damn.
You can't reason with someone like that, bro. They gotta be put down. That's a brute beast. That's an animal. And now, oh, you had pill popping animal. That's not a Like they do shit like, damn, bro, how do you even get excited? It's gotta be Satan. You gotta have demons on you, man. The shit that people do today, you have to have demons on you. You can't be in your right state of mind. You have to be under some form of influence to go to that level of what you're doing, man. You know?
And it goes in this.
Hold on, brother said the sound. Oh, the sound. Somebody called the phone. Let's see. All right, it's back. Hey, Thawada, brother. Hey, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Kavanash, Barakatam. We greatly appreciate you, brothers. You know, you got a lot of brothers behind the camera that aren't here physically that keep this going too. You know, outside of what we got to do without knowing what brothers interact, and we wouldn't know. So Thawada, you brothers, man. May Yahweh Bashem, Barakatam to you brothers. Thawada, bro. We appreciate you. Keep going.
Back in Isaiah 6 and verse 10, it says, and shut their eyes lest they see with their eyes.
Yeah, they don't have, because even Paul spoke about how Gentiles did what the law said.
Yep.
But you got Jake and Babylon that are so far gone that they don't even have the eyes. They don't have the eyes to be like, you know what? This looks wrong. This looks foul. I shouldn't be doing this. They don't have a mind right now, okay? And that they're in a very low, primitive mindset. Nothing new under the sun. They're in a you know how the wickedness, that shit's outdated.
Yeah.
They in some outdated wickedness.
Yeah.
Y'all not even renewing the wickedness. Y'all just you're not even remixing it. You just replaying it. See, we on a something high level, man. And it's not of our doing. The Lord is putting us on a very advanced mindset, man. Because we can see what adultery gets you. We can see what Babylon will leave you with. All these people out here too, hey man, they're jacked up out here. They may be looking flashy on World Star. When that camera go down, when they stop yelling World Star, when they get done getting popped, they got to come back into the real world, okay? And wait till the Lord really open them up for what they've done. That shit going, that's why everlasting shame gonna hit. Like, damn, I was doing that. Tripping, bro. Being a homo sapien, you know what I mean? They gon', yo, you're not in your right mind, bro. You're not in your right mind being a homo sapien, man. You gonna be like, damn, I'm bugging. That's a problem. See, you need your brain washed, all right? And the Lord is gonna wash the 2/3 over here in Babylon, all right? He's gonna wash them up with thermonuclear missiles, man. He's gonna have to wash them up. They're dirty. They're filthy. They are filthy, man. They're animals. That's why it says there's a sacrifice in Basra. It refers to the goats and rams. Jake's in that too. Jacob in there too, man. Keep going.
That's right. And it says, and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Then said I,
but
Lord.
That was us. We were the part of the ones that were able to be converted and healed. And Barakatah Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. Barakatah Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. But keep going.
And it says, Lord, how long?
Right. How long are we going to keep complaining about them? Right. How long are we going to keep seeing wickedness, you know, seeing all these nastiness, all right? All this flesh just walking around, all this flirting and all this lust. I hate that lust, man. You know, it's a tiresome spirit, too.
It really is.
They call it a misconnection. You know, that's tiring, man. It's tiring. We got bigger things to worry about, but the flesh over here like, wait, I got something to say.
Right.
Hey, man, the flesh gonna get left behind, bro. The flesh gonna get left behind, and don't look back. We better remember Lot's wife. You better remember Lot's wife. She was in the flesh. This flesh is meant to be in the flesh. We're meant to be in the spirit. And you know what? We're finding out we love being in the spirit. We actually love being, not going too deep, but being spiritual men.
Of course.
We enjoy that, you know? Keep going.
And it says, verse 11, and he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant and the houses without man.
Do you hear that? That's what it's going to take to stop Jake from being a brute beast.
Damn, bro.
Do you know how terrible it is? That the Lord, to stop Jake from going to the club and freaking off, he gotta destroy the club. He gotta destroy the street from you getting there. He got to take the gas out your car. He got to hide the keys from you. And then when all else fails, he's got to kill you. You have no control. You're incontinent. Let me get that. You have no control. Do you brothers know what incontinency means? Watch this. I'm gonna get it for you,
How you
brother.
say incontinency?
Incontinency.
I'm gonna look up the meaning of it.
Yeah, you can go into incontinent, but then it goes in incontinency. Look at this. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 10. It says, let me see.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just trying to tell you. It says, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then, this is the point I wanted. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied on earth. Hey, you got Jake in a Jamaican dance hall spirit, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's a demon. You got Moab doing that now. You know that?
Nah, I
You
didn't.
got Moab, which they're probably Jake. You got Jakes over there that look like Moabites. They're over there doing the dance hall shit. You know she puts her hands and she starts shaking her hips.
Reagan.
And the nigga,
Yeah.
and now they're fucking, you go to the dance hall, he's yelling, Devon, get the table. You see this shit? They're
Oh
jumping
my
on it.
gosh.
They're setting themselves on fire. You got it?
Man, so the meaning of the word incontinent, it says lacking in restraint or control sexually.
Sexually, man. Running around like a dog with the pink thing hanging out.
Youthful lust.
Running around like a dog. Straight up.
Like a little
Just,
chihuahua.
you see a dog will do something to a pillow.
Yep.
That's how these people are, man. Just, I need it.
Man.
Anything to get off. This is the spirit that people are in today. Brutish, what we title it? Brutish ways in the last days, man. Animalistic nature on people, and we're in the future.
Damn.
We're in the future. This proves nothing new under the sun, man.
Right.
You know? But where are we at?
Back in Isaiah.
Yeah. Read that again to the cities.
Isaiah 6 and verse 11. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitants.
So destruction, until Jacob's trouble, until nuclear missiles, until martial law, until a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay? Because he might be trying to go to commit adultery one last time. They trying to get their rocks off one last time. And that one last time gonna put your ass in the earth, man. This is the spirit that people are coming. We have to watch who we're around and who we deal with. And don't think for an instant that women ain't an adulteress either. Women got husbands and men and boyfriends and still trying to get popped by their work friend. You gotta watch it out here, man. Satan will jump on a woman, try to get you. Thinking, nah, you ain't hot shit. That's Satan trying to get you, bro. You gotta be careful, man. This place is dangerous. This place will get you killed out here. It ain't just a gang life and Esau's the devil. You could be just a regular Jake and get caught up in some shit, man. You know?
And it goes on to say, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
Yep.
And the Lord have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land.
That's when this will stop. When judgment takes place. How will the laws fix that? You could tell a nigga all day not to be an adulterer and he could still be one. That proves that it's not the laws, it's spiritual. It's spiritual. You need the Lord to deal with you spiritually. It's not just, hey brother, you can't commit adultery no more. Hey, you can't eat pork no more. But what is that doing spiritually in your mind? How do you get washed in your mind? Shit, Esau tells Jake not to run a red light, he still runs a red light. But see, you won't do it because of the fear, see? That's what it is, the spiritual aspect. When you start fearing Yahweh Shem outside, that's when he accepts you, that's when he gives you wisdom. See? You don't really fear when it's just the commandments. But when you fear Yahweh Shem outside, he opens you up to understand why you live by these commandments. You see, and that's another thing. The law. So you worried more about me wearing fringes but not committing adultery? You got men wearing fringes popping other men's wives in the Hebrew Israelite community.
Man.
What you got, bro?
I got a couple. I got James real quick before I go Matthew.
Yep.
St. James 1, and I'll start at verse 12 with the jump right to verse 15. And it says, blessed is the man that endure temptation.
Yeah, America's nothing but a temptation.
Yeah.
America's nothing but a temptation, okay? Now, I've heard that you can be arrested for adultery, but you have to legally be married and you have to have evidence. But what are they going to do? Are they going to arrest her and what? Give her a misdemeanor?
Right.
Now, the scriptures say death, because you got to cut evil off, okay? That messes people's heads up, man. See, Esau's got these people going through it, man. Here it is, Jake, wicked as all hell, and he's still at the bottom. So he'll be even more wicked just to get out the bottom, but still live a bottom life mentality.
Yep.
Like they say, you could take a
nigga out the hood,
but can't take the hood out the nigga.
Yep.
Oh, we were watching it. One of Adam Abbott's fruit, remember? He said,
yep.
the nigga becomes out.
Yep.
We be watching you, man.
Yep.
The Lord be putting our spirit to watch you. And you're going to be judged. You're going to be judged, right, man. Keep going, brother.
And it goes on to say, that endure temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, when the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Yo, and Satan will try you with something you so-called desire. You know? When I first came in, Satan used a yellow bone from Georgia. It was a straight demon to me, man. A straight demon. So Barakati Al-Bashar for delivering me from that. Claimed to be a Hebrew and all.
Oh,
you
man.
see?
Those worst ones.
I'm telling you, man. Satan will come up. Hey, were you listening? Or were you watching the lady in the red dress? Look again. Keep going.
Verse 13. It says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High.
Right.
For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
Yep. You gotta be careful, man. Satan has a job to do.
He's circumspect.
Did Charlie Bucket blame Slugworth for to Willy Wonka? No.
Nope.
Willy Wonka had a job, which will be the Most High. Slugworth being Satan and us being Charlie. So we've been given a golden ticket. So you're gonna be tried if you want to get that factory. The sweet. Right? The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Right.
The kingdom's the sweetest thing. You know? The sweetest thing we're looking for. Next to vengeance. Even Pac said that. Right. Vengeance is the sweetest thing next to, you know?
Yep.
But then men get caught up on the, you know? Keep going.
Verse 14, it says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Boom. Because see, you can't be like, oh, you got to watch when those thoughts come in, because say you get a thought about a woman that you know has got a man, but then you don't rebuke that thought. Now Satan's like, I got a sliver, and now I'm gonna turn that shit into a trench, and now every time she's coming in, you over here sweating. Well, you should have rebuked it the first time. You know, you brothers find yourself in a situation where you could see you get yourself out of that, man. You know, pray the Al-Bashar Mashai, because if you don't find that temptation first that starts in your mind, next Satan gonna make her come to you.
Yep.
You know, or you sisters too. You know what I'm saying? You sisters may have a man. You gotta watch yourself too out here. You have some slick talking salesman from New York. you got right. That's what down south women say. Watch those slick talking city slickers. You know, it's wicked out here, man. It's extremely wicked out here. Keep going.
Damn, man. Verse 15, and it says, then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No, man. It's not worth it. Nope. It's not worth it out here. You gotta watch. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be on your watch. You wanna finish that in Matthews?
Yep. Back in say Matthew 24 and verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking.
Right, now these are the days. This is what the mindset and characteristics these people will possess before the nuclear fire, nuclear wave, the nuclear flood, the lake of fire. Okay, the lake of fire is gonna flood this place. You see? Keep going.
And it says marrying and giving in marriage.
Marriage is what? Sex.
Sex, that's right.
Marrying and giving in the marriage. And nowadays, you have people on their third or fourth husband.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yep.
Third or fourth husband. You got black women right now with 3 husbands, and they're all okay with it. Right now, man.
Yep.
Woman with 3 husbands.
Seen that shit.
That shit is sick, bro. Keep going.
And it says marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Until the cities be desolate.
That's right.
See? Until we get taken out of here, they're going to be wicked. All right? Keep going.
Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came.
And they don't know. They didn't fear. All right? They didn't have the Holy Spirit. You see? See, the Lord isn't dealing with all our people. All right. Now our people are acting as a heathen. All right. They're idolizing ass. Literally, there's a butt demon, man. You know what I mean? Brother Joe, there's like a chicken demon. You know, because spirits can get on you in this place. You know, there's times I'm like, I had enough fried chicken for the month.
Broad's the gate, man.
Yeah, it's broad, man. So you have to make sure you know what's for you. You know, we're always on ourselves. I indulge in that too much. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but all right. I'm good now. You see? Now it's still lawful, but even in the midst of that, we're practicing restraint. So then restraint becomes a normal about our characteristics. See, what we're doing is things to apply to ourselves in our everyday walk, so that the next time it happens, it won't be such a battle.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this dude, he's over here biting his finger because he got to grab ass. Like, bro, relax. You're a freaking animal, bro.
Chill
out.
Man.
Chill out. And then guess what? You got a lot of times, brothers don't always be in that spirit. Oh, every chick you see, you got to go up to. You don't got to go up to every chick you see. I had to learn that. But the brother that posted when I was a child, I did childish things. We got to put that away, bro. Shit ain't that serious. It really ain't that serious, man. You know, the flesh isn't that serious. It's just a battle. Remember, the biggest step is the first step. All the other ones just come like that. The biggest step is just the first one. You know, keep going.
Right. And it says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So right here, everything we talked about, we know we're in the last days. Okay, because if we're just scratching the surface and what we see these people are doing. So that means that Yahweh Shai is close, because we have all the signs. We can we clearly see that it's the days of Noah? Clearly,
most definitely, bro.
It's 2.0, man. It's Noah 2.0. You see?
And by day it gets worse.
Yep. By day and day it gets worse. And real quick, the brother GMS Spiritual Temple 2. Shalom, brother. It's 1 Corinthians 7:31. And they that use this world as not abusing it. Right, because everything that we're talking about is out there, like bars, drinking, music, dating scene. Yeah, that stuff's lawful, but it's the things that people do when they're in the midst of that.
Right.
So don't abuse ladies' night. You know what I'm saying, though?
Right.
Like they call it alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
You see, it's moderation. We're learning control. We're learning to be content. You know, we're learning to have discipline and self-control, while everyone else is just running rampant, running like dogs off the leash. What proves that is who let the dogs out.
Oh yeah.
That's a Brutish beast song, because the dogs, he's talking about the women.
Yep.
So who let the dogs out? Because the men and women are brute beasts out here. You know? You ever see women, they're twerking, they're like a dog in heat.
Yep.
Then they stick their tongue out. You know, that shit's sick. That shit isn't. Yeah, that's sickening. And it says, for the fashion, for the lifestyle of this world passeth away. Call all y'all man. Call all that this place will pass away. You got any closing precepts?
No, I don't.
I'm going to end it with this then real quick, Baba Kasha. This is 1 Peter's, going back. 1 Peter's 4:3. For the time past of our life, we may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. We were there too. So, or in the midst of it, maybe not the head demon doing it, but we are in the midst of that, okay? And it says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them, right? So they think it's strange that there's plenty of times when I've been like, oh, no, I'm good, bro. She got a man.
Yep.
What?
They scoff at you.
Or you sisters, hey, they think it's strange because you don't want to put on those French eyelashes no more. You know, wear those leggings and shit. You know, being a demon, being a hoe, being a nigga and a hoe now looks. Now niggas and hoes look at us. Excuse my language, but they look at us because we don't want to be a nigga or a hoe no more. Ain't that terrible? Birds of a feather flock together. But
right.
Can two walk together lest they be agreed? I don't agree with that shit no more. I am good. Or they say, I miss the old you. I don't. And it says, you can find a new corny friend. You can find a new lame nigga that wants to still do that.
Yep.
I'm good. And it says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them, to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. Hey, well, by that word you'll be justified and condemned, and offenses may come, but it's better for you to put a millstone and jump in the ocean than to speak bad about Yahushai's sheep, because we don't want to be a demon like you no more. You see? That's the problem with this place, is misery loves company. But the company that are miserable, they just got demons on them. So it's the demons on them trying to get you. Those people are the undesirable. Many were born in vain. So don't let unprofitable, vain niggas and hoes try to get what's being purified as gold. Don't let it happen, man. As they say no to Babylon, man.
Right.
Like the brother posted, hey, use this place, don't abuse it. And you'll know in the spirit, oh, I'm doing that too much.
Yeah.
Like they say, hey, I've been told before, hey, you're doing too much. What happened? We're in the flesh. But we're learning how to fight back against the flesh through the spirit, because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Okay? So we're not matching carnality with carnality. We're hitting it head on in the spirit. And spirit always wins. What was that movie you watched? You had said the spirit always wins.
The Grudge.
Yeah, the Grudge.
Yeah, you can't be spiritual, man. Because why? Because carnal is, is death.
Yep.
Being carnal minded is death.
Yep. Yep. Being enmity against the Most High. Did you have any closing precepts?
I did have one.
You
You
got it? No.
Yeah, I got one. See Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil.
Yep. They call this shit good. Oh, that was good last night. But you did some evil ass stuff though. Oh, he did me good, but it was evil though. I pray Yahweh Shai destroys World Star and all the damn main actors on it. All those people on that. That shit's so sickening, man. I used to watch it a few years ago, like Fine Lessons. You can't even go on that shit no more, man. Brazilian chick's body. Like, oh my God,
It's a pentagram.
Oh my, it's a pentagram. World Star,
And it says that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Yep.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah, adultery is bitter, but it's sweet because you get alimony. It's sweet because you got a new little buddy for the week.
The pleasure.
Yeah, you get that little pleasure off. You see, but then they call faithful evil. They'll call because you want to handle things according in order. That's evil though. But you can just run around and be a brute beast. Hey man, there's more than animals that need a leash on them. Even women, they got something called a chastity belt.
Yeah,
it's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
That's actually a real thing. You gotta lock them down. Even King David had to lock his woman. Well, she was being wicked, but you gotta people lock him up, man.
Like that one Jake, remember? Like a few years back, he had a leash in that woman.
Yep.
A couple of them.
Yeah. This shit crazy out here, man. So we're seeing in the last days, like in the days of Noah, they were uncontrollable. They were incontinent. They carried themselves in a brute beast-like manner. So you gotta be careful, man, because watch you around, they might try to bark on you. You know what I'm saying? We'll call them dumb dogs. So hey, just be on your P's and Q's and understand the severity of what Yahweh Shai meant when he said we're in the days of Noah. We are in a time where people are given over to the flesh and lust, more to the spirit and the mind. Starting with our people first and foremost. So we need to walk in the spirit and carry ourselves in the right mindset. Walk not in the flesh.
You want that?
Yep. What ended on that 5 and 16?
Yep.
They showed you that in the Purge movie.
Yeah. Yep. The actual scripture.
And I got one real quick while you're getting that. Sirach 19 and 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to being accepted of him, and wisdom obtains his love. So continue to fear Yahweh Shema Shai. Meditate on the destruction he's coming to these people. Okay? Don't let the eyes be bigger than your stomach. Now they say that in the world.
Yep.
Don't let your eyes be bigger than your stomach, man. And the stomach is known as a second brain. So don't let your flesh thoughts outweigh the spiritual thoughts, because flesh puts things here. It says chains of darkness. So you're chained into this. So you're gonna have to see those bars every day. When you're in a cell locked down, what are you gonna see? The four walls and the bars. So you're gonna have to deal with fleshly thoughts, but it's up to you to correct that and rebuke that. And don't allow Satan to keep saying that to get you and win you over. You got to rebuke it, man, because all these people are walking examples of what it is to be in the flesh. All right? We're ending on that.
This is the book of Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. It says, verse 17, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary, what they say contrary of reason, brute beast.
Yep.
Contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would, being what? Being in spirit.
Being a man of the Lord.
Change was, right. Ultimately, you know, because change was darkness, and what did change do? Hold your ass back.
Oh, well, that's a beautiful point you just said, because it says to be flesh is enmity with the Most High, and then the days of Noah, they were all in the flesh. That's why the Lord killed them.
Right.
Noah was the only one being spiritual.
Right.
Everybody else wanted to be in the flesh. So he said, I'm gonna wash these niggas away, and I'm gonna bring it back to a small remnant. And that's what right now you got Jake as a sand and sea, but I'm gonna wash them away, and I'm gonna gather my diamonds in the rough, and I'm gonna take them out. All right, so listen, man, that counts for something. All right, wanting to be spiritual while everyone else wants to be in the flesh. The Most High desires us to be in the spirit and not in the flesh. That's why one of our biggest battles in ourselves is what? Battling the flesh. You good, brother?
I'm good, yeah.
Hey, so you know, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, through the Baha'u'llah Quadash, I pray that you brothers and you few sincere sisters, you are edified and also exhorted in the spirit while, a lesson about prophecy. Because this is prophecy. What we're talking about is prophecy. So we need to learn how to carry and conduct ourselves in the midst of prophecy unfolding. And one of the major prophecies outside of the mark and the nukes is a mindset that people will be in before that destruction comes. Because them being in the flesh, they going to get that flesh wound.
That's right.
Because they want to keep going off and being a brute beast. So, hey, man, just, walk in the spirit. Walk in the spirit and not in the flesh, you see? And like the brother said, only the spirit is going into the chariots, not the flesh.
That's right.
And we're going to end it on that. So we're going to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. We'd like to give double honors to our elders and our apostles, a great millstone that do well. And we'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, the 1/3. Keep fighting. Just keep fighting. Keep repenting. Keep praying. Keep having faith. And keep rebuking that flesh, man. All right, with that being said, Shalom.